Hey guys, MurkrowPlays here, and I am back from a pretty long vacation. And to just go ahead and explain myself, I was actually in Boston for about a week, and I needed a while to prepare for school to start, work on some assignments that I had over the summer for school. So yeah, I am back now, and I'm ready to continue my YouTube videos. So here we are, and we're playing the political machine today. So let's get right into it. This is the campaign DLC, which if you couldn't see here, just to give you a little sneak peek, there's two candidates, as you can see, 6 for each party. Then there's 2 candidates, one for the Democrats and one for the Republicans to start out with. We have Ulysses S. Grant, the general for the Union, and President, right after the Civil War, he was a Republican, and very unpopular and kind of a weak president despite his long-lasting legacy as a general. And we have Jimmy Carter here, who also sort of a weak president. He's doing a lot of good for the world today, contributing to a lot of charities despite his age. But as a president, he didn't accomplish a lot. He was a fairly weak president. So we have 2 pretty weak presidents, and I'm guessing we're going to make our way through the ranks, whereas eventually for the Democrats we'll be facing off against Lincoln, and for the Republicans we'll be facing off against Kennedy or Roosevelt. Something like that. Facing off against really strong presidents. So, I haven't actually selected... I'm going to be starting off playing as the Democrat, and I haven't actually selected a candidate that I want to play as, but first, let's get some music on here, because the music in this game is pretty fitting for politics. Turn it down a little. There we go. Okay, so let's get into multiplayer, or not multiplayer, campaign mode. What am I doing? Okay, so we have a couple options here. We could either create a candidate, play as one of the currently created candidates. Unfortunately, some of them are unplayable. It says that they're completed. I'm not sure why that is. I think you can... Yeah, you can reset. I don't know why some of them are that way. I'll go back and fix all those later. But for now, I think I'm going to make a candidate. So we're going to make a Democrat today. And I've never played through campaign mode, so this is somewhat of a blind playthrough. But I think I am going to be... I have played a fair amount of this game, probably about 18 hours of it. Just against friends and things, and I think the best strategic state for the Democrats is either North Carolina or Virginia. That way you can win that Eastern Belt. Sometimes if you're lucky and you're running against somebody incompetent, you can actually win South Carolina and Georgia and of course Florida. So I tend to go with North Carolina, but Virginia will also work for the strategy. Florida can work as well. But this also gives you easy access to the Northeast should you want to head there first. It just gives you a lot of variety over where you get to go. Of course, another popular strategy that I'm aware of is starting out in the West. Very popular strategy. But I like to start out in North Carolina. The music's awfully loud though, so let me... I don't know why it's that way. Seems quiet on the main menu, but it's... Let me just turn everything down. Turn this guy down to 50, 40. That'll work. Okay. Sorry for all this dilly-dallying. Okay. So let's create our candidate. We'll name him MurkrowPlays. Well, no, that's stupid, because then it will be like, no. We should make up a name. How about? Gerald, not Ford. Gerald Schultz. Gerald Schultz will be our candidate. And again, I'm going to be using the Eastern Belt strategy down in North Carolina. Stamina, usually it's good to have these pretty high. Fundraising, I usually don't fundraise, so I'll leave that at 3. Charisma, that's an important thing. I'll leave that at 7. Appearance, not as important. 4. 3, actually 3. Intelligence is also for interviews, but it's much more important than appearance. So I'm gonna leave that at 7 as well. Experience for my strategy, that's also very important. So I'm gonna leave that at 7. Credibility. I've noticed the AI doesn't usually make that many attack ads, so we'll leave that at 4. Media bias, pretty important, 6. We're going to be starting in North Carolina, so both of these are pretty important, but I'm going to turn that down to 4, and I'm going to leave Minority Appeal at 5, because I don't generally build a lot of campaign HQs. I built some, but not too many. And the rest, I'll put in experience. That's a pretty strong candidate right here. Okay, so some pretty important issues that you're going to want to be able to cover as a Democrat are, the big one is a really good all-around issue is reducing wealth gap. You're going to want to have that maxed out because that's an issue that's pretty much all around the country. You can do it in, I think, every state. It's a very important issue for the Democrats. You definitely want to have that up. Religious freedom can be good in certain places like the Deep South and the Midwest, but generally I don't usually use that. I generally go with Social Security. I put that at 15 so I can try and win Florida. Important in Florida. The environment is pretty important in the West, so I usually put that at 15 as well. And the rest I typically invest in Black Lives Matter, because that can win you a lot of states with a high African American population. Okay, so let's make our candidate. I usually just go with this head. This is the only normal looking one. There's a bunch of odd looking heads. I could go with a different one though to try and seem like, okay, that one's way too wide. Okay, I can work with that. I can work with this. Hair, we're gonna be an older fellow. We're gonna have gray hair. Why not? Oh, that's a little darker. I think I went with that, right? Yeah, okay. For the hairstyle, you have some options here. Not too terribly many. The campaign DLC, I should also mention, is just basically single player mode, but you unlock a ton of new historical candidates, so that's pretty interesting, I guess. That looks pretty good. Let me move it down a little bit. Gerald Schultz is gonna look snazzy. Eyebrows. I like those eyebrows, actually. Move them out a little. Well, actually, those are weird looking. Never mind. Actually, no. It's because of the eyes. The eyes make them look weird looking. If you change the eyes, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to give him green eyes. Move that down a bit. There we go. See, that looks a little bit more normal. Of course, the giant nose here is a little concerning, but I usually go with that face. But for this candidate, I'll go with a different one. No, not that. No, that's the default. I like that face a lot. I'm going to go with that face, although a little bit less height. Perfect, okay. I also like this head because it has a very impressive chin. Extremely impressive chin. There we go. What am I doing? Okay, this nose is out of control. Oh my gosh, that's a very tall nose. That's more like it. And the eyebrows are a little glitched, so let me move this just a tad bit out. There we go. Perfect! Actually, I'm gonna go with different eyebrows, because those eyebrows... Wait, maybe if I did this... Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, I like that. Cool. Is there anything else I want to add? Not really. I don't usually mess with the accessories too much. I'll probably change. I'll change the body, I guess. Let's go with the blue suit. This looks like a blue suit kind of guy. What do you guys say? I suppose you should go with the red tie then to match the blue suit. That'll look glorious. Oh yeah, perfect. And I usually make him not quite as fat, a little taller. And then of course, if you make the candidate taller, you usually have to move the head down a bit. Oh, now he looks weird. I made him too skinny. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So here we've got Gerald Schultz. Our candidate is done. Perfect. Okay. So I'm ready to pair up against Ulysses S. Grant, I guess. Let's do it. General Ulysses S. Grant fought his way through the Civil War and got the job done. Supported by the Republican leadership in 1868, Grant was elected president and rode herd over Southern Reconstruction with a zealous and firm hand. Sadly, the same could not be said for his control over the administration. A fighter till the end, don't take Grant lightly. 6. Is that his? I'm guessing that's his difficulty then. What is that? Oh, is that just a statue of him? Here's all. Oh, you can unlock different little tidbits of Grant. Or oh, wait, no. Maybe these are just the various candidates. I can tell that's Lincoln. That is probably going to be Ronald Reagan, actually. Okay. Let's get started. Schultz versus Grant. How about Nixon is going to be here too? The Reconstruction. General Ulysses S. Grant fought his way through the Civil War and got the job done. Oh, this is just what we already read. Cool. Economic issues are in voters' minds. That's good to know. I have no idea how this is going to go. It might go really well. It might go poorly. I'm going to start out by building a outreach center in Virginia, as well as creating an ad there saying that I favor deficit reduction. That will give me a bit of a boost in Virginia, which is a pretty important state. No, they probably wouldn't like that. I'll just say I like deficit reduction, because apparently that's a favorite voter issue currently. I'm going to build a campaign headquarters down here, because I know this has a high minority demographic, so my minority appeal will help a lot here, as well as creating a social security ad. I'm also going to go over here and upgrade my outreach center to its maximum potential. And now I'm going to start campaigning in South Carolina. I'm not going to go there yet. I'm going to start working on the Northeast. Okay, and you can tell that this is current modern day demographics because California's blue. California definitely would have been a red state at the time. Actually, California was not a state, so it wouldn't have been, I guess, but you know what I mean. It would have been all these states. It pretty much just imagine everything flipped, kind of, except the South was all Democrat. North Carolina and Virginia still would have been Democrat. New York was still kind of Democratic. It's weird. Really weird. Okay, we can win an endorsement already. I'm going to wait and win. I usually like to start out strong with a conservative endorsement. That usually works in my favor pretty well. I'm also going to... oh man, he's trying to take my state. Farm subsidies. I have no idea why those would be popular in Pennsylvania. I mean, I guess there are farms there. Never mind. I'm being stupid. Man, farm subsidies are everywhere. This must be a DLC thing, because usually they aren't. They're popular, like, in the Minnesota and Iowa, but not usually here. So I'm just going to do I support farm subsidies here in New Jersey. Hopefully that will be enough to win New Jersey. I really don't want to be campaigning there for too long, because it's not a very important state, in my opinion. I mean, of course it's an important state, but not in this election, is what I meant. No offense to you people from Virginia. Sweet! I got a rich donor from that mystery state. And now I can make another ad here. Or not, actually. I'm not going to make an ad here. I'm going to make an ad in New Hampshire, but not here. Instead, here I am going to build another outreach center and upgrade it to level 2. Now I'm going to go over to... well, you want an endorsement. That put quite the dent, but that's okay. Because now I'm in New Hampshire, and I'm going to build an ad next turn. So that'll be good. Now I'm going to... I'm going to wait, because I already almost have 18. I'm going to need a TV ad here. Okay, that should win most of the states around it thanks to influence, but I'll probably make another one there anyway. For the meantime, though, I'm going to fly over to Delaware to get an interview with Stephen Colbert. Stephen Coldcut is going to be our interviewer today. Tonight on The Later Show, my favorite presidential candidate is here to answer the tough question: what cabinet post will I be appointed to? Of course, since he's a Stephen Colbert clone, he'll be asking a lot of comical questions. Some say obesity is a huge problem in America. Others say it's just glandular. What about you, fatty? Let's see here. I would personally scold overeaters. Education is the answer. Individuals need to take responsibility. The cost of food is misleading. No. That's good. It was okay. Do you have any drugs on you right now? Why? Do you have any? Yes. No. Drugs are illegal. We should say that way. We should investigate legalization. Are you a cop? I think this is probably the best choice. Yeah! Cool. Okay, great. See, with the higher intelligence, you get more answers, but with the higher charisma, you have more a better outcome from the interview itself. So it's a decision you have to make, really. I pretty much lost Ohio. That kind of sucks, actually, but I'm going to take this opportunity to go over to the west, because I pretty much have the Northeast on lockdown. I suppose he could take Maine. They may appear to be gray, but I am leading in all of them, so I'm not worried. But I'm not going to make an ad here. I'm probably going to make one in Oregon, not a TV ad, but some kind of ad. But for now, I'm going to do sporting gay marriage. And then I'm going to fly on over to Oregon. I'm probably also going to visit Nevada, Colorado, and New Mexico while I'm here. Okay. I'm going to win another endorsement now. I'm going to go with the Christian Confederation. Very nice. Okay, that really helped. Let's go ahead and not build an ad here, but let's build a consulting office. And let's go on over here to Oregon and do some fundraising, I guess. That way I can make an ad. That's important. Yeah, let's see. You can also check on the stats of what you're saying. It says here, legalization of marijuana would probably be the best option because there's tons of Democrats in Oregon. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to do some fundraising in California this turn. Also going to win another endorsement. Yeah, that's a good one. Sure. Let's do some fundraising. I always go to California for fundraising. Late game, I think they actually start giving you less money as time goes on. So at that point, typically I go for New York for my fundraising typically. But I start strong in California. Let's go here and see what we got. Make sure to decrease Gerald Schultz's opponent's issue ratings. Okay, that's good. We'll just go back to California actually because we need to campaign some more, or fundraise, I mean. Okay, that's probably enough for now. Let's create an ad here in New Mexico. Maybe it can even reach, that's a big one. Maybe it can even reach Arizona over here. Okay, so I'm definitely in the lead right now. And even West Virginia's blue, some other oddball, Louisiana. For some reason, they make Louisiana a blue state. Like you can see here, there's much more Democratic voters. I don't know why that is, but it's the way they did it. I'm not going to argue with it. I'm going to go over to Michigan, though. And I'm going to hire a consultant here, because my awareness here is quite low. Meanwhile, I'm going to win an endorsement. The U.S. Chamber of Business is a good bet. Just because I probably would have gone for a liberal one, but that's okay. There isn't much else I have to do here. I suppose I'll build another outreach center. Oh boy, I need to fundraise and go over to California again. Okay, at least I have something going on in Michigan now. That's good. Now, I meant to go to California. Gosh darn it. Whatever. No big deal. Why can't I? Is there a reason I can't do anything right now? What's the reason for that? Okay. I guess I'm gonna go to Wisconsin then. A little low on cash though. Oh, create an ad. No, I can't afford that right now. I'll probably build an ad around that area eventually, but okay, I can win another endorsement. That's good. I'll win the National Association for Women. Great, that really helped. This is going very well. Farm subsidies. Sure, that'll work. Maybe I fundraised too much in California, so I'm gonna try and yeah, maybe that's it. So I'm gonna fundraise here for a little bit. Running mate. There's a lot more to this than you might think. You want to pick somebody strategic. Usually what I do is I pick somebody that's home state is a state that I need to win. Generally that would entail Florida. Are there any candidates here from Florida? These are all locked. No, there are not. So what I'm probably going to do is pick... let's see. Al Franken wouldn't be a bad choice, necessarily. Kucinich. That wouldn't be bad. I do need to win Ohio. Or I don't need to, but it'd be nice to win Ohio. I'm going to pick Kucinich. Okay, at least Ohio's gray now and not red. Okay, so now I'm going to go on over to Iowa and create an ad here that's reducing the wealth gap. I'm also going to hire an operative, so that way I don't have to pay as much money. Now I'm going to go on over to Ohio, and do a couple of farm subsidies ads. That's a pretty safe bet. I can get another endorsement, so I'm going to do the Environmentalist Club. Sure. Oh, he won one of mine. That's alarming, but okay. Not really. I'm still doing pretty much as well as I need to do. Okay, hopefully I can make Ohio blue soon. There we go. Florida's getting a little bit worrisome. I'm gonna publish a TV ad here. Oh man, there's a lot more options now. Social Security. Oh, that helped a lot. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is a massacre right here. You're witnessing one. Perfect. Very nice. Okay, now I can win this last endorsement. That's just great. And I can go on over to Colorado for an interview. As you can see, the strategy is working quite well. Okay, today on Good Day, we've got a presidential candidate who will talk to us about voting. Dell's got all the latest weather, and celebrity chef Erico is here with a great new recipe for spring fudge. A lot of kids are dumb, and some get smarter, but some don't. My kids. They think they're so much smarter than me, but they're not. They like dumb things, and they are dumb. Should we do something about that? Definitely not work camps. I think invest more in public education would be a good choice. Later on Good Day, we've got to feature all the new words kids use for drugs. It's pretty scary stuff. What do you think? Would you legalize marijuana? Yes. Okay, great. That helped. I was worried about that because she did not seem to think I should legalize marijuana, but it didn't really matter, did it? Okie dokie. Great. Florida's dark blue. What should we work on next? We've pretty much won all the states we need to win. You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun. Man, Texas is impressionable as heck. Oh my gosh. How am I already where I am? This is crazy. Oh, okay. Well, that was easier than it should have been. That face when Alabama is a battleground state. Okay, what's next? Sure, why not? We should win this state, I guess. Yeah, speechwriter. They just generally make your speeches more effective. Oh my gosh, something crazy happened before I... Oh my. Okay, so, yeah, South Dakota's blue. That's awfully... Idaho's blue, Utah's blue. Okay, yeah, I think we've got this. It's safe to say that we're going to win this election for sure. This is a sure thing at this point. There we go. Alright, let's head on down to Idaho. God, Democrats gotta win Idaho. You know, it's an important state for them. A Democrat's not gonna win an election unless they win Idaho. That's what they always say. It's not. Pretend I never said that, because it's very false. Okay, I never understood that. I'm glad they added that, because farm subsidies are definitely a big issue in Idaho, and until recently, apparently, they never seemed to add that for Idaho, and that always confused me. Are there any worrisome things going on? Not really. This is a sad election for poor Grant. Never before has a Democrat won Idaho. Not in this century, at least. Or millennium, even. Will it let me fundraise here again? Yeah, I think it will. Oh, yeah. Give me that dough. Okay, let's go over to Utah now. Oh, I don't have enough stamina. Okay. I should now, though. Watch him pull this one around, turn this one around, and win. I'm waiting for it to happen. Okay. Sure. Can win another national organization, I guess. Which, if you weren't aware, it just boosts your awareness 2% worldwide, or nationwide, I guess. Not worldwide. This is not the world. Montana, sure. Why not? Why not win Montana? Okay. Farm subsidies. Oh yeah, you guys love your farm subsidies, don't you? Oh, it's a battleground state. What? I'm definitely in the lead here. Texas still winning there, somehow. There we go. Let's go on over to New Hampshire for our interview. Oh, he's not winning anything. Uh-oh, Stefan Coldcut is back. This is not good. Okay, tonight on the later show, a guest tries to convince me not to write my own name on the ballot. I'm all for tax cuts, as long as they're for me. If you become president, what sort of tax breaks can the typical late-night talk show host expect to see? Well, oh no, why is this my only option? Boy, they. Let's cut right to the chase. If you are elected, how many days will it take the U.S. to invade Iran? Are you one of those America-hating idiots who likes diplomacy and weapon inspections and peace? Let's give diplomacy a chance. Oh, they loved that. They loved that. Oh my. There we go. I turned that around. How is it that Idaho and Montana are blue and New Hampshire is... There we go. Okay. What else is going on? Winning there. Winning there. Not winning there. Let's win Alabama, guys. Democrats gotta win Alabama. Important state for the Democrats. It's a very very important state for them. It is. It's not. It's really not. South Carolina. Yeah, I guess I should probably go there. I'm losing my edge there. There we go. That's better. +6. Oh my. We are losing in Idaho. Ohio. I am so sorry, people from Ohio, because that's the second time in this episode I have messed up your name. So, sorry about that. Okay. Yeah, we gotta win Arkansas. Comes down to the wire. Uh-oh. Last turn, guys. Ooh. That's scary. Okay. Well, not really, because I'm going to win anyway, but might as well do that. Alright, let's see, guys. Let's see what we got. Schultz, Kucinich. Maine is ours. Massachusetts goes to us. Pretty much every state here. Connecticut, Rhode Island, New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Delaware, Maryland, Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, West Virginia. Ohio goes red. Well, Nothing I could have done there. Kentucky and Tennessee go blue. Georgia goes red. Florida and Alabama both go blue. Michigan goes blue. Indiana goes blue. Illinois, Wisconsin, they both go blue. Mississippi goes blue. Louisiana, blue. Arkansas, blue. Missouri, blue. Yeah, this is, you can definitely tell this is the easiest difficulty. Texas is, oh darn, I was hoping I could win Texas. That's a shame. Oh well, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, and the Dakotas. Oh wait, never mind. South Dakota go blue. North Dakota goes red. Montana, blue. Wyoming, red. Colorado and New Mexico go blue. Utah goes blue. Arizona goes blue. Nevada, blue. Idaho is blue. It's so weird. Washington and Oregon are blue. California, blue. No doubt about it. Hawaii, I didn't campaign there at all, but of course it went blue. And Alaska goes blue? What? Did Grant just not campaign there? Okay, well that was an awfully sad display. Hopefully the next race will be a little bit more challenging, because that was a little bit sad. But regardless, I pulled out the victory. Let's check out, I always like to check out the exit polls. So we swept him in the electoral votes here, 460 to 78. In case you want to know where you need 270 to win. There's a total of 538 electoral votes in the country. Popular vote, I swept him there too, by about 25,000. That's quite a number. He spent more money than me. He didn't spend any political capital. What the heck? He spent much less PR clout than I did. And voters favored me in reducing the wealth gap. They favored Grant in fighting ISIS. They favored Grant in the resettlement of refugees. They favored Grant in securing the borders. They favored me in legalization of marijuana. They favored me in Social Security. They favored me in Black Lives Matter. They favored me in addressing climate change. And all other issues, they also favored me by quite an overwhelming number. So the voter issues were a little bit closer, but electoral vote and popular vote were both complete swamp. So yeah, that is part one of the political machine, I suppose. So in the next episode, we will be fighting Richard Nixon. Ricky Nicky. Oh yeah. As you can see here, we should have unlocked, where is he? Ulysses S. Grant. Here he is. Yeah, so we unlocked Ulysses S. Grant here. Kind of a weak candidate. Probably never going to play as him. Maybe someday. And in the next episode, we will be taking on Richard Nixon. No, not a fan. To be honest with you, not a fan. But we're going to be taking on Richard Nixon in the next episode, so really hope you guys enjoyed. I'm sorry for the long break. It's just been a very busy summer. I'm taking, AP courses, so I will try and upload pretty consistently. I'll try, but a lot of homework, pretty much. A lot of homework. So I will try my best, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next episode where we will be continuing our Democratic campaign for president. And I will see you guys later. Peace out.